Month, Melissa's with Michael Marks with more on this juicy fruit.
And you know what's in there, Goad? You in a bathing suit.
Yeah, wow.
And unfortunately, it's something our viewers have seen many times, too.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, anytime I see these, you know what I think of?
What?
Melonian. How do you like them apples?
Oh, yeah.
Because there's so many different varieties you have here today.
Well, first of all, there's an apple up here that I call the Cody Stark of apples.
Is it this one?
No, it's not that one.
Is it rotten?
Cody loves two-tone shoes. Right?
Oh, yeah,
So,
you do.
this is a Macintosh apple, and it is a two-tone apple.
Does it taste like a mix of a red and a green?
No, and not at all. If you're from you see, you don't know anything about. You're not from New York. If you're from New York, you know everything about this apple.
Okay.
This is the official apple of New York State. So it's very cool. Oh, by the way,
Is that the big apple, literally?
Yes, and by the way, the Macintosh computer was indeed named after this apple right here.
Really?
Yeah, because one of the guys who helped create the Macintosh computer, this was his favorite apple, and Stephen Jobs said, hey, name this computer whatever you want to name it.
Oh my gosh, that's interesting. It's glad it's not Fuji or Granny Smith.
So, yeah, we're looking at these apples right here. What's wrong with this apple right there?
I've already given 3 guesses.
That is called bitter pit. And growers have no idea when it's going to happen. This is when they harvest the apples when it's 100 degrees or more. It literally chases calcium out of this apple back into the tree. So this is a calcium deficiency in that apple. And growers have no idea. The Honeycrisp apple. So let's get to this. In my lifetime, this apple sprang from nothing to one of the most popular apples literally overnight.
It's so sweet. It's so delicious.
Yeah, and it almost never came to be. It's MN 1711, Minnesota 1711. That's its original varietal name. And on the card, the heritage card of this apple, the scientists actually wrote the word discard. They weren't going to do anything with it.
Really?
2 growers who were testing this apple said, no, can we take that apple? We think this is going to be a great apple. And look what it has indeed become.
It's one of the most popular now.
The Red Delicious apple, this one right here, its original name for about 30 years was called the Hawkeye apple. Because the guy who found it in Peru, Iowa, loved his state of Iowa, and he named it after his state.
There you go.
This apple, by the way, the most popular apple for a century.
Oh, I thought you were going to say among teachers.
Oh, no other apple has had.
Okay.
So this apple here sprang up from a pile of garbage. Maria Anna Smith was her name, and in New South Wales, Australia, she made apple pies, and she threw the garbage down by the creek. Back in the 1880s, garbage was cores of apples and scraps and bones and stuff like that. So she threw them down there because the possums would come by the creek and clean up her garbage. One spring, she's walking out, and she noticed this little apple seedling growing up through her pile of garbage. What did Maria Anna Smith do with this apple when she started harvesting? Can it make a good apple pie?
And
that's what she did.
And it is. It's the most popular one,
and we named this after her, Maria Anna Smith, Granny Smith. By the way, why did this come to California?
I don't know. Your guess is as good as mine.
No, it's not a guess. Boone's Farm wine coolers.
Oh, no way.
It was originally brought to California and grown in the San Joaquin Valley to add into the Boone's Farm.
There you go.
There you go.
The more you know.
Hey, in the next hour, we're going to say what apples have to do with candy. We're gonna go through all that.
Ooh, I cannot wait for that. All right, Code, back over to you. How do you like them apples?
How do you like them apples? All right.